The creators. Who exactly is part of your spirit team and what can they do? We are the creators. We are a non-physical collective of beings from the 12th dimension, and we are here to help. We seek to give you energy, inform you, enlighten you, and empower you. We know that you have everything you need within you, and we want to be part of the team that helps you unlock what is already present in you. When you allow us to be a part of this team, you might give us more credit than we deserve. Prepare to receive high-frequency energy and information, and when you can, you must also give yourself credit for being able to do so. We cannot impose anything on you, and you cannot receive anything you are not ready for. We can play this game with you, and so can all the other helpers you have who are more personal to you, and all the archangels, all the ascended masters, all the higher frequency beings in extraterrestrial form, all part of a team assisting you in every way possible. But you must be ready to receive what we offer you. You must open up to it, and you want to use the energy and information that is given to you. It is beautiful in theory, and it is beautiful to philosophize about it, but using it to live your lives the way you want to live them is the best way to utilize it right now. You are also there to guide and teach others, and you will be given opportunities to do just that if you allow those opportunities to unfold before you at the right time. You can always express what you want, letting others choose whether or not to absorb it, but you are never responsible for someone else waking up or getting it. You can continue to be yourself and trust that the laws of the universe will bring the right people to you at the right time to benefit from what you offer, and they will open up or not. This is not your responsibility, and it is not something you have control over. What we want you to acknowledge is how much help there is, and also remember that it is only help. We are not doing anything for you, and the best thing we can do is remind you of what is within you. You deserve all the credit for being ready to receive what you are receiving. You are source energy beings who are awakening to this truth more every day, and once awakened, you still need to be reminded from time to time of who you truly are, because many out there in society are still asleep. You want to influence them rather than let yourselves be influenced, and so you must remind yourselves of this as well, many times throughout the day, and that reminder must be about who you truly are, what is within you, what you are capable of. There is a lot to experience on planet Earth right now. Many different viewpoints and a broad spectrum of experiences. Choose what feels right to you, what resonates with you, and let everyone else do the same. Benefit from what comes to you from the higher realms, but do not think you ever have to beg or that you are unheard for some reason. You always are. Remember, ultimately, that you hold the keys within you, and everything that is within you will be unlocked, unveiled, and discovered at some point. Never worry about missing out, being stuck, or being excluded. You will always get exactly where you want to go, and we and others like us will do our best to guide you, so that you can guide others and we can experience this awakening and ascension together in harmony. We are the creators and we love you very much. Master Quertal, Council of Seven. You have free will to choose greetings. We are the Council of Seven, residents in the ethereal and sacred hidden halls of Amenti. Master Quertal, Lord of the Fourth Spectrum, steps forward to speak. Greetings, dearest ones. The upper fourth dimension is a realm characterized by elevated vibrations, where love serves as the fundamental foundation of existence itself. This dimension stands in stark contrast to the denser energies prevalent in the lower third dimension, which often manifest as fear, separation, and conflict. Within the upper fourth dimension, the frequency of love fosters an environment that encourages compassion, unity, and a profound spiritual awakening. It is a state of consciousness that invites all beings to align with their highest truth, allowing them to transcend the limitations imposed by the lower vibrational reality. In this elevated embodied dimension, love is a way of being that permeates every aspect of existence. It serves as the guiding principle for decisions, interactions, and the very essence of life. As individuals navigate this realm, they find their thoughts and actions increasingly influenced by love and understanding, rather than by fear or ego. The shift into this higher vibration requires an openness to new energies and a profound willingness to let go of old patterns deeply rooted in fear, separation, and limiting beliefs. This transformational process is essential for those seeking to fully embrace the higher frequencies available in this dimension. As Earth moves through this significant transition to higher vibrations, many souls will inevitably experience a sense of pressure. This pressure stems from the intrinsic discrepancy between their current energetic state and the ascending frequency enveloping them. Those finding it difficult to hold these elevated vibrations may encounter various forms of discomfort, both physical and emotional. At this pivotal moment, there will be souls who choose to leave Earth. Many of those who depart unaware of their spiritual journey will have the veil lifted from their consciousness at the moment of transition. This awakening process grants them access to the full memories of their spiritual journey, allowing them to reflect on their experiences and offering them a choice of where to reside in their next embodiment. They will no longer be bound by a reincarnation process, believing they are unworthy of the light that they are. Many will meet you in full remembrance in the fifth dimension. This process is a testament to the honoring of free will and the soul's readiness to be uplifted into the light, emphasizing that every being's journey is unique, sacred, and divine. Throughout this period of transformation, free will remains a sacred and inviolable principle. Souls who possess an understanding of their true nature but choose to deny their own light have the option to remain in the lower vibrations. This choice is respected and honored. The recognition of free will is essential in this process, as it allows each soul to make decisions that resonate with their own desires. Earth itself has made the conscious decision to ascend to the fifth dimension, a new vibrational dwelling place that is a location of greater light, harmony, and interconnectedness. Those who consciously choose to ascend alongside it will assume the esteemed roles of guardians, protectors, and custodians of the earth. This responsibility carries a deep sense of honor, as these souls play a crucial role in sustaining Earth's evolution and the well-being of all its inhabitants. Their commitment to this path reflects a profound understanding of their interconnectedness with the planet and all life forms. Individuals who consciously choose to ascend with Earth take on a vital role in this grand transformation. As custodians of the Earth, they act as keepers of the planet's well-being and spiritual evolution, fostering a deeper sense of responsibility toward the environment and all living beings. This stewardship involves not only protecting the physical aspects of Earth but also nurturing its spiritual essence, ensuring that love and light prevail in the collective consciousness. The journey through the upper fourth dimension and the transition into the fifth dimension spectrum is a journey that is both collective and individual, highlighting the importance of consciousness throughout the process. It is essential to remember that every soul possesses the freedom to choose their own path. Whether they decide to remain in the lower vibrations or ascend with the Earth, every choice is valid and deserving of respect. The key to this journey lies in acting from a place of love and respect for all beings, acknowledging that each individual's experience contributes to the broader tapestry of existence. By embodying love and compassion, you are collectively elevating your consciousness, supporting each other, on this remarkable journey of transformation. Thank you, my dears. I am Quertal, Lord of the Fourth Spectrum of Creation. We seal this transmission in the golden flame of remembrance. Walk in the light, beloved ones. We are the Council of Seven. The Telosians. Do not project yourselves into the future, dear children of Earth. We greet you. Today, we will speak to you again and again about everything the world government and your country, France, are doing to condition you through fear. We know that a few days ago, one of your soldiers spoke of returning your children to the homeland. Of course, we saw the reactions of each of you. What do they mean? A war? Between France and Russia? This is what they want you to believe, and you will notice that they have given you an approximate date of about 5 years from now. Now you understand the manipulations you are subjected to. Yes, for these rulers, you are the toy of a deep desire to keep you in fear, to serve their preferred purpose, to keep a people under their yoke through fear. You have been given an approximate date for a possible war. But what will happen to you during this period? Quite simply, many of you will live in stress, terror, and fear. This is what these world government beings want, to keep you in fear for as long as possible. Do not misunderstand. Most of your governments are bound and controlled by these few but influential families on Earth because of their financial power. Yes, unfortunately, money creates power within the Earth's population before which you, the people who sometimes struggle to make ends meet, kneel to the desires of these human beings. We tell you this. Do not listen to the words of these people who want to keep you in fear because, we tell you, there will be no physical war between France and Russia, or between the European countries and Russia. All this is nothing but manipulation. Having exhausted the possibility of scaring you with a new pandemic, these people are trying something else. And what word could be more terrifying for someone who only seeks peace? It is the word war. You will notice that in your country, France, this word is often emphasized by your president, who takes pleasure and feels empowered in pronouncing it. Dear children of Earth, have faith in life, in great life. It desires nothing but happiness, kindness, and peace for you. Do not doubt that we are closely monitoring your governments to prevent any misstep. Many ships are observing your skies, and messages are being sent to some of your governments through some of us who have agreed to descend, for a certain period, into the powerful energies of Earth. But we see the strength and power of the ego of these rulers who laugh in our faces, as you say, not believing in our presence near you in your sky. But every being who creates fear or violence will, sooner or later, receive the reaction, as you call it. At that moment they will say, "Ah, but I did not listen to the warnings, and now I am trapped by these beings I refuse to listen to." At that moment, the ruler will understand the mistake made and may want to change their ineffective decisions. We spoke to you about this recently, dear brothers and sisters of Earth, because we sensed an energy of fear settling within you in this country of France. We tell you, do not be afraid, do not be fearful, we are very present in your skies, we are closely observing the arrival of the new Earth, which is becoming a source of fear for your leaders, because when the new Earth presents itself to you, they will have to choose the positive or negative side of their lives. Dear brothers and sisters on Earth, live the present moment with gentleness and serenity. Do not project yourselves into the future, which is still distant. It is useless to dwell on distant thoughts, because it is now, in the present moment, that you create your future. The more you embrace the confidence and gentleness of this present moment, the sweeter and more serene your future will be every day. We accompany you with great love. Remembering beyond the veil of great oblivion throughout prehistory, an epic break occurred in the memory of our ancestors and in our documented history. Since then, our ancestral wisdom across all ancient cultures on Earth has become partial and more speculative due to this devastating interruption in the universal timeline of our collective memory. This loss of highly evolved ancient wisdom happened in every culture on Earth in the post-Diluvian era. We can only hypothesize that this interruption occurred around 10,500 years ago. The Egyptians, Incas, Mayans, First Peoples, and Celtic traditions simply do not remember who, how, or why they built their ancient monuments. This memory loss was triggered by a great oblivion and created a deep wound in our ancient lineages. As a result of this interruption, it created a brutal and devastating restart in the evolution of humanity. This break in our collective memory has always been the question that guides me in every sacred place I visit. What have we forgotten, and are we able to remember beyond the veil of this great oblivion? Can we recover our ancient memory, our history, and our highly evolved capabilities? What lessons did we learn in our pre-Diluvian incarnations, so as not to repeat another epic world collapse? I know that my drive to repeatedly ask these questions is also the recognition that something has indeed been missing from our collective conscious memory. One of the most significant losses in documented history was the destruction of the Library of Alexandria, which occurred just over 2,000 years ago. Even in this recent timeline, this library was much more than a building filled with ancient texts. It was a multidimensional archive that created a high frequency one could absorb through resonance. It was fiercely guarded by those who remembered precious fragments of the original Earth records before this great forgetting. Yet, even at its peak, it had not yet managed to contain the complete memory before the Great Flood and World Cataclysm. It contained not only knowledge but also the original divine blueprint of humanity's origins, even if those living at that time could not fully access it. Shortly before the fall of the Age of Atlantis, many temples of light guarded delicate, elegant, and fundamental frequencies for the eminent ascension of humanity. Immediately after the fall of the Atlantean era, many masters, healers, star elders, and wisdom keepers gathered to preserve the remaining frequencies in a security system, to then reconstitute them at a later time. These wisdom gatherings took place in Egypt and the New Africa, among the Mayans, Incas, and First Peoples in the New Americas, and in the pre-Celtic Druidic traditions in the New Europe, to name a few. But they gathered all over the world. We call these continents new, because the landscape radically changed after the fall of Atlantis. These ancient sages worked to preserve what remained of the divine blueprint of the earth and the pure codes of creation, as well as enlightened history. Each of these sages carried fragments of the original wisdom with them. They sought to reconstitute the fragments of energy like a giant cosmic puzzle. But obviously, we now understand that they failed and humanity plummeted into the great restart of creation, an event that still strongly echoes in our DNA. This ancient echo still haunts us, and it is the reason why we continue to search, why we still have hope, why we keep putting one foot in front of the other and not giving up. Because we remember. All these elegant and advanced frequencies are not lost because you and I have this eternal flame within us to restore this knowledge to humanity's collective consciousness. The difficult part is accessing this deeply hidden truth within us. This part of our DNA memory is so closely guarded and protected. It takes a lot of self-reflection, personal responsibility, and deep healing to reach this wisdom. As an observer of collective consciousness, I see that we are approaching the opening of a portal to what was lost so long ago. I feel there is much more to remember. There are so many pieces we can gather and reconstitute memory. Unfortunately, much of what is beginning to emerge into our consciousness is still viewed as fantastical, but the situation will now change rapidly. In our hearts, we know the truth. These essential fragments of emerging wisdom are resurfacing. Historically, we have seen that science eventually catches up to the mystic, making the world's mystics incredibly patient. We are about to access our advanced wisdom, thus changing the landscape and atmosphere of creation itself. The destruction of ancient wisdoms and cultures around the world was not an accident. It was a calculated attempt to separate humanity from its original divine blueprint and connection to nature, in an effort to control it. In particular, they sought to destroy or at least attempt to control the sacred feminine wisdom and the power of creation it holds. They also distorted the original Christ blueprint long before Master Jeshua was born. An insidious program of fear and control replaced our innate ancient knowledge. It closed our hearts and we began to live and create unconsciously from these distortions. This has been changing for some time. We have worked. We have taken responsibility for ourselves, meditated, and dedicated time to deep self-reflection to wake up and heal. We are seeing beyond the false programming of our limited self. This awakening has been an exhausting, gradual process that will help us to remember and find the frequencies we lost so long ago. During the agonizing devastation, there were guardians, observers, archivists, and scribes, etc., who instituted a security system of wisdom fragments. What remained of the ancient prehistoric wisdom was preserved by those willing to take on the enormous responsibility of carrying it forward through time until today. It was not easy for those who committed to this huge undertaking. I know that if you are reading this now, you are carrying some of this ancient wisdom. Each of us holds a different fragment of this wisdom. No one can be superior to anyone else in the wisdom they carry, because no one remembers it all. This was an intentional and unifying aspect of the security system. They did what they could to protect the wisdom by dismantling and hiding it among thousands of courageous people who would carry this burden for a very long time. Collectively, we would remember the path and the ancient ways. Nothing is lost. As we begin to merge timelines, past, present, and future, into the omnipresent present and through our knowledge of quantum entanglement, this complete spectrum of divine and ancient wisdom will come alive within us. It remained buried within us only for a certain period, until it was safe to re-emerge. Beneath all the artificial programs and illusions of our world, such as control, wounds, trauma, betrayals, and fear, there is a secret place in your heart that still contains everything. We know we are getting closer to unfolding this wisdom when we feel terrified of letting out what we have just remembered. This wisdom will emerge effortlessly. It will be something you have always known, but only now have suddenly remembered. You have protected this wisdom for so long, often to your detriment and soul exhaustion, but it is time to bring your wisdom back to life. As we begin to unfold this sacred place within us, we may feel great trepidation, such as the fear of being recognized, especially when we release the ancient wisdom into the world. We may also feel devastating pain. All this is a normal process of memory that goes beyond the Great Oblivion and the restart of humanity's evolution. Like me, many of us will be drawn to sacred places around the world because they have never stopped emitting these ancient divine frequencies. So they are still here to help us remember, but also to reweave and update them with our unique wisdom. The release of ancient frequencies from these places is increasing noticeably in frequency. The ley lines, power nodes, and heart pumps of Mother Earth are awakening more than ever. Our memory is returning and the Earth is remembering. Those who once walked the halls of sacred places, ancient temples, and libraries are here again. It has been 13 years since we entered the new cycle in 2012. We are currently in the landing and anchoring phase of the next cycle's frequencies. Everything will change. We will fully understand our place and new capabilities in this new cycle by 2032, which is a 20-year cartoon cycle from December 21, 2012. We are recreating the sacred foundations of a new cycle. The next 26,000 years are based on the foundations we are building now. We are planting a tree whose shade we may never benefit from, but our descendants for countless generations to come will benefit significantly from the work we have done in this lifetime. This is why we came here at this time. We have waited a long time, haven't we? Thank you to all for being here now. We who carry the weight of the ancient codes are the tenacious. We are the unwavering. And we are victorious. Mira of the Pleiades. Your creativity will be instantaneous greetings. I am Mira of the Pleiadian High Council. I speak to you today with a very high tone. My heart sings with joy for all the progress made since we last spoke. I want to address some of these aspects in my message today. First, dearest ones, when your heart is full of joy and love, your frequency rises. It is very important to remember this, because frequency and consciousness elevate you and the planet to the fifth dimension and beyond. With this higher frequency, the benefits are manifold. It is as if the old three-dimensional obstacles have been erased. They are extinct. Take a deep breath of relief reading these words. Feel the freedom that is pervading you. Some of you are starting to notice it in a spectacular way. You are treasuring these feelings and noticing the exceptional beauty that accompanies them. Happiness is your future. Your creativity will be instantaneous. When you imagine something, it will appear. There will be a free flow between your consciousness and creation. You will begin to discover that you are a divine creator, a spark of the divine creator. Your chakras are opening to full expression. Any blockages due to past hurts, past lives, or other situations will be removed. You will be free to express, feel, and love without fear. It is as if you are walking along a golden corridor toward the wonderful golden future of the golden age. Now, here on the planet, you are experts and masters at doing what you do best. Being yourselves. As you open up more to yourselves, your gifts and abilities will expand. You will be so powerful as to influence the lives of a myriad of people. Your energies are extremely important, and as the days go by, you will understand what I mean. Please understand how much we love and appreciate you. Know that you are steadfast in your divine truth and divine purpose and will be recognized for it. I am Mira and I will love you forever.